Look, I'm gonna put this out there. Ezra Miller is not a very good Flash. Grant Gustin is a far superior Flash to Ezra Miller. Now, the Flash TV show has gone through absolute bedlam over the last 5 years. Like, season 1 was good, season 2 was good, season 3, I dropped after 1 episode. I don't think you even lasted that long.
No, I watched the first season and I did enjoy it. It was some of the least CW television from CW I've ever seen, and Grant Gustin was kind of perfect. I don't know much about The Flash outside of that show. I've never read the comics, but I really enjoyed his performance. When I saw Ezra Miller in the Justice League, I was like, I'm not really feeling it.
It was kind of a but why scenario. Like, you could have just got Grant Gustin. You could have made it work with the whole time travel, reality jumping stuff. They decided not to. Not a problem, but Ezra Miller. Hey, NarendraTheComic again!
India!
No, we have Nonsense, but right now we have the first look at the Flash movie. Now, this film has been through an absolute shit show in terms of production. It's been going on for like 5 years now. 4 to 5 years. Ever since the Justice League #1 came out. Not the Snyder Cut. I suppose I said #1 then, but the original Joss Whedon Justice League, the not original Joss Whedon Justice League, not the Snyder Cut. When that came out, there was already talks of them making a Flash film, the script was being done, and now it's 4 years on from that, and now it's finally in production. So it's very odd the amount of time this has taken for them to get a script that they think is good enough for them to actually push forward with. But considering the amount of time they've taken, I'm like, surely it has to be good.
Yeah, I feel like after 5 years in the making with some of what they probably have access to, they definitely did some of the best writers and directors. This has to be really good, guys.
You would think so, but then again, Ezra Miller's a bit hit and miss. I think he's a good actor. I think he definitely has a vibe to him, but I don't like the vibe. I generally don't like him. He comes off very creepy and very sleazy. Easy for me to say, obviously.
He seems like he was the emo kid in school.
Like a little passive-aggressive, but without the passiveness. He's oddly aggressive, while not aggressive.
Yeah, I've seen some interviews of him, and he seems really fake. We must seem fake to some people.
Of course.
But just compared to a lot of other cast members, when I saw the junkets for Justice League, I was like, there's something off about you. I just can't put my finger on it.
Some people are just odd. I'm odd, you're weird, but sometimes other people don't vibe with other people, and don't think he's someone who I like that much. And it's that basic. Sometimes you get that.
But maybe it's that sort of artsy kid vibe that he's had for a long time, and it's just left us a little bit
janky.
Yeah.
With him. Maybe. But then I look at it and say, Grant Gustin. Nice guy. Good guy. Very likable guy. And I'm like, Grant Gustin is great as the Flash. Well, you could have just used him.
I guess they had a certain vision for the Flash and kind of changing him to be a little bit more anxious, awkward, all over the place.
But Barry Allen was that in seasons 1 and 2.
I know.
That's what he was. He was a bit awkward. He was a bit all over the place. He was a bit out of sorts. And I guess he improved over the seasons to become the more reliable, relatable, informed person. But at the beginning, he wasn't that. So he had all those traits in him. So I don't know why you wouldn't have done that. But for this film, they are going down the Flashpoint storyline, which is a huge storyline in the comics. Essentially, it's when the Flash goes back in time, saves his mum, but by doing that, I believe it kind of changed the future and had a lot of impacts on other things in the DC universe. So it's a very, very big story. It's a very well-known story, and if they do it right, it could be unbelievable. The problem is now that Marvel are introducing the multiverse and the multiverse might be introduced properly in the films before this film comes out.
Oh.
And they had the chance to beat Marvel to the punch with that. But because of the amount of time this has taken to produce, they're on the back foot again. DC seem to be Warner Brothers, always on the back foot to Marvel. And it doesn't have to be that way. They have some great films in the pipeline. Aquaman 2, I loved Aquaman 1. Amber Heard, I don't know. But Shazam, you like Shazam as well.
I really enjoyed Shazam.
The Justice League, the Snyder Cut was amazing. Batman v Superman even, decent film. Wonder Woman, good. Superman, Man of Steel, very good movie. They have a lot of great movies, and they have Black Adam coming up. They have other films that look like they can be great. And I think this film has the opportunity to, because there's some big cameos in it. So let's get to this trailer anyway. Let's go.
Tell me something.
Oh, they're at Wayne Manor.
Any way
Right.
you want, right? Any timeline, any universe.
Oh, that's a good suit, though.
Yeah.
That's like the Injustice
Why do
suit.
you want to stay and fight to save this one? You changed the future,
That was Batman's cowl.
and you changed the past.
The ring. Hey. Oh, damn.
Oh, is that
You in?
team?
Okay. That's the Batmobile.
It has to be, right?
Holy
Alright.
Okay.
Alright, so if you didn't clock, that was Michael Keaton.
That's what I
as the
thought, yeah,
Batman.
yeah.
Okay, did you tell from the voice or was it the cowl
no,
from the back?
I heard his voice and I was like,
Yeah.
is that Michael? And then I saw the cowl and I was like, does that look like his cowl? I can't
Uh-huh.
remember exactly.
Yeah.
But then I started thinking about the voice and I was like, no, that's Keaton.
Yeah, so there's Keaton in this film as Batman. There's also Ben Affleck, apparently. There seems to be 2 Ezra Miller Flashes.
Yeah.
And there was someone there who is essentially Supergirl. Did you see in that shot? There were 3 of them.
I thought there was
You
a
thought there were
team.
3 Ezra Millers. Is that what you
I
thought?
thought there were a team of Flashes and I was like, who are these
No,
Flashes?
that's Supergirl in this universe, what they're doing with it. So
yeah.
Ezra Miller, and Supergirl. My thought is, why would you go with another Ezra Miller when you could have got Grant Gustin
Yeah.
here? Like, there would have been a market for that. It's not like tens of millions of people would have showed up because Grant Gustin was in it, but the fan service that's available for very little cost, for no explanation. There's no explanation necessary if Grant Gustin's in it.
In fact, I think it would be even cheaper for them because they wouldn't have to superimpose 2 Ezra Millers into the
that's
scene.
true. It might be even cheaper. You might be onto something there. They're wasting money, but Keaton being in this kind of does level it up a bit for me to say, I don't think he would have signed on unless he was sure there was something good at the end of it. And with Ben Affleck coming back as well after saying he doesn't think he's going to come back ever again to play Batman, I think also with him, there has to be something there where he says, this is going to be good.
I see this as the turning point for the DCU,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like, this seemed very different from everything else we've had. It doesn't seem as dark that the DCU films have had previously.
Yeah.
Except for Aquaman.
Yeah, see, but that's the thing. I think they tried to change the tone with Aquaman with Wonder Woman 84, which wasn't a very good movie. I'll be honest, Wonder Woman 84 was just indifferent. It wasn't terrible, it just wasn't good, and you could do with not seeing it. And I think that's almost the worst thing you could do with a film, where it's not memorable for it being ultra bad, but it's just run-of-the-mill, boring, nothing special. And when you look at the first Wonder Woman, how good that was.
that was.
I do think it was overhyped. I think people overplayed it, but it was solidly like a 7 out of 10 movie. Very good film, very well shot, very well directed, very well acted. And then the second one just fell off a cliff. So I hope The Flash doesn't go Wonder Woman 1984 route and sticks with Aquaman, sticks with the Snyder Cut, and keeps that vision in mind, because I think there is still a chance that the Snyder Cut could happen. The Snyderverse could be a reality. I'm not saying it is, but I hope it is. And I hope Zack Snyder can feed his vision and find a way to make it happen, because the guy's been through a lot. Everyone's been through a lot, but I think a lot of people want to see what he believes should be done with the DC universe. I have to say this though, the scoring sounded great.
Yeah, it did. There was something like on the edge of curiosity about it. It wasn't exactly enough to kind of give me shivers or goosebumps, but it was enough to have me leaning in to try and see if I could get any more from each shot.
It was a little sci-fi, a little fantasy, but the suit as well. They went hard with the suit, and I love it. This has definitely piqued my interest compared to what it was before. And this is like a 1-minute clip, so when there's a trailer, I think I'm going to be even more ready for it. And when this film comes out, if it's good, it could be the thing that changes the fortunes, the money side of the DCEU, because it's not being all hits, it's not being rosy. Suicide Squad just came out, bombed.
Yeah.
Birds of Prey, bombed.
Yeah.
So it's not like these films are making a lot of money.
I actually forgot that new Suicide Squad came out up until a few days ago. I was like, oh yeah, there was that one. Which kind of shows you how it didn't do that well in the public consciousness. People forgot about it.
I mean, we haven't seen it yet.
No, yeah, that's true. That also.
That, I think, shows that there was no public interest. Obviously, cinema culture has changed, and if we were going to the cinemas, we would have probably gone to see it. But it's not the way it is right now, and because of that, I think a lot of people just tuned out for that one. Birds of Prey is a different story though. COVID had no impact on that and it still bombed.
Anyway guys, if you did enjoy that video, please do like, share, comment and subscribe to the channel down there. If you didn't, then what are you doing? We do this every single day. You should be here on this journey with us.
Maybe the Flash will come after them.
Maybe the Flash will come after you and you don't want that, do they?
Nah, they don't want it.
Exactly. So please do just subscribe anyway to avoid the Flash coming after you. Now, I have been India.
Non-sensei.
He has been
NarendraTheComic.
and you've been great. And we'll see you next time. That is tomorrow. If you don't know, we make a video every single day. We're doing it every day for over 1,000 days now. We ain't stopping until we get 10,000 subscribers. So do subscribe. Pop back in tomorrow for some more quality shitty content. Because our hashtag never not here. Just how it goes. We also bring the bakwas. Bakwas means nonsense in Punjabi. And we also bring that. Bring a lot. Bring a little, do a lot, do a little, but we do indeed bring that quality shitty content on a daily basis. So see you tomorrow. More the same, slightly different, but essentially the very same once more. See you then. Skadoosh.